So we're going to talk about how to improve your sleep and how sleep is so important to you, right? From different aspects. So Blenda, what do you think about sleeping?
I love sleeping. Like I could sleep 12 hours of the day if I could, but now that I'm a mom, you get six to 7 hours. That's most I could get. I love
Yeah,
sleeping though. I think it's so important for your hormone regulation, your detoxification, and it helps your cells regenerate itself at
yeah,
night. So it's so important.
yeah. I think it's important too, but this is my weakness. I don't sleep as much because I'm such a busybody person, and it's just habits of mine and things I've done since university. Even though I did a study on our project on sleep back then as well too. So, and of all the things, I'm not following it to the T or anything like that. So
Yeah.
I could tell you what not to do.
What not to do. Yes. Yes.
Linda can tell you what to do
To
about
do. I think it's really important for us to have a sleep routine. And I
yeah.
think we talked about this in a video in the past, actually, to set yourself an alarm to go to sleep, set yourself up for success, right? So, make sure that the blue light, the TV, the cell phone, laptops, not around your bedroom as much as possible. I know, Jenny, you leave your phone in the other room overnight, and then you have to get up in the morning to go take out the alarm, like undo the alarm, right? I remember you telling me this, and I was like, that's such a genius idea. I
Yeah.
actually started by charging my phone in the other room because then you're forced to get up in the morning when the alarm goes off, right?
Yeah, that's what I did. I changed my strategy because what I noticed is that before, sometimes the alarm would go off and I'm like, I don't want to get up,
Snooze.
right? That was a long time ago. So I built this habit where when I leave my phone not by my nightstand, right next to my bed, I leave it right across in the room or somewhere where I have to actually physically get up and pick up the phone and turn off the alarm. So that the whole process already waking me up. And it's a good wake me up thing where sometimes you don't want to get up. That's what I find is useful for getting up, not for sleeping because
For getting up. I don't know, the type of person I am, like I get up in the morning and I'm like, whoa, let's start the day.
because you sleep well.
I'm a huge morning person. Yes, because I sleep well.
I'm a huge morning person too. I don't sleep well, but I get up and I bounce and I get going.
Yeah. We're always like thinking, right? I find one thing that like disturbs my sleep is sometimes my kids disturb my sleep. In the middle of the night, my son is starting to learn to do the night potty. Like sometimes he has to pee and then he'll pee his bed and then I have to change the sheets and do it all, right? It takes a good rig of, it's like a whole, a few extra minutes every night if he pees his bed. So
been there, yeah.
Yeah, you've been there. My son is 4, so he's still doing that. And I'm like, pull-ups it is, I'm like, I don't know how old you're gonna have to be, but you're still using pull-ups at 4.
She really loves her sleep. So what are some of the things that do you think we need to create a routine, or is it where we would need to wind down before you go to sleep, or like drink a warm glass of milk or a honey tea, or I don't know, what do you think are some of the strategy that works for you?
I really like something called sleepy time tea. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
No.
It like, I don't know what's in it. It's actually really good, and it's like
Maybe you should check.
herbal tea. Yeah, it's a
Oh,
herbal tea, like chamomile tea. You could try that too.
yeah, chamomile has a relaxing effect. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to help you unwind, relax, and then just go to bed gently, right?
Yeah.
I find like if you have trouble with sleeping, some people take like melatonin or something. Really depending on your body and your type, definitely see a doctor or talk to somebody before taking any supplements.
Yeah.
I don't find like just going to the drugstore and picking up something to be the best.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I'm totally against that. And I
yeah.
don't have trouble falling asleep. I just I'm a very busybody person, so I'm always doing things. But when I get to my bed, gone, done, lights out.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's good to unwind. Like some people um have that they're unable to unwind. So I think it's good to like journal a little bit,
Yep.
write,
Yes.
reading, sometimes reading something really good will get
Yeah.
you going, or
Yeah.
some reading something really boring, like a textbook, you might fall asleep a lot easier, but you're also learning at the same time.
No, I think they'll be bored to death.
Pulling out like my textbooks. No, but like if I were to read biology, I'll be like all over that, right? But like,
Yeah. In terms of falling asleep, I don't have problem with that because I pretty much like use my whole energy during the day and everything like that. And I exercise. Exercise really helps. And in terms of eating healthy, and oh, caffeine. I don't drink coffee, so I find coffee gives me palpitation and it's a stimulant. So I noticed that, let's say if you were to drink coffee, right? Blenda doesn't drink coffee herself too, but if you were to drink coffee, drink it no later than 3 p.m. because it's a stimulant. And of course, it depends on your body, how it's reacting to it. If you build a tolerance to it, it's almost like as if it's an addiction or something like that.
dependent
So
on it. Yeah.
yeah, you're dependent on it and you're used to that level. So at 3 o'clock, if you drink a lot, it might not affect you, right? You might need more. But there are some people that after 3 o'clock, they stop drinking coffee because it keeps them up, right? Because it's stimulant.
Yeah.
So that's one of the tips that I got from other people. And I find that one time when I decide to drink coffee, I drank at 3 o'clock and then I was like so jittery throughout the night. So
Yeah.
it was hard for me. So in terms of my experience, that was like one of the rare occasions that I actually drink coffee. So what not
Yeah.
to do, don't drink coffee.
Well, you eat
Want to
very
sleep.
clean. Like you and I, we both eat very clean. So it's like
Yeah.
good nutrition will
Yes.
help with, overall health, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So make sure that you're eating whole natural foods.
Yeah.
Try to cut out processed food because that's just not good for your body.
Yeah.
And like anything greasy, anything salty, anything oily, sugary, those things you shouldn't be having too much of anyways.
Yeah.
And I find when I eat that stuff, like I break out like mad anyway too.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't do you any good.
For those, like, how Blenda mentioned about melatonin. So melatonin helps with with the whole serotonin, tryptophan, that whole cascade, right? So serotonin actually helps you with your moods. It also helps with relax and all that. Tryptophan is one of the precursor to serotonin. So you can get tryptophan from, food like with turkey, chicken, right? That is a precursor. So that helps relaxes you. And not only that, it makes you feel good. So instead of eating low calorie, like low nutrients, high calorie food, eat the food that's nutritious, that you actually get the component where you can help your body to be more relaxed, right?
Yeah.
So
That's why when you eat Thanksgiving dinner, you get the turkey and you're like, I'm so tired now.
Yeah. And not only that, after eating a massive meal, your parasympathetic system kicks in, and instead of anything going to your brain, everything is going to your gut, all the blood is like, let's digest this, right?
Yeah.
So what other tips do you have to help people with their sleep?
Well, we talked about unwinding, right? Making sure you're winding down at the end of the night. We talked a little bit about keeping blue light out of your room.
Yeah.
We also talked about supplementation, eating good food.
Yep.
Also staying hydrated. That's an important thing too. Eating the right foods, staying hydrated.
Yeah. For some people, I find, for example, my husband, he loves the rain water feeling because it helps relaxes him. So what he does is that he will have his music on for I mean, he's a relaxed guy to begin with. I don't know why he needs so much more relaxation. The guy would just fall asleep instantaneously. But
Yeah.
anyways, he decided to put on some music, the rain music. You know how like he just plays it for a little bit, and he just like, oh, I feel so relaxed. It's not raining outside, but he's playing the rain music, and that's one thing that helps him. So maybe like for other people who have who enjoy, you know, music therapy like that,
Yeah.
even deep breathing, right? Deep breathing, do a few deep breathing before you go to bed. It helps relaxes you, you know, keeps your body calm, get rid of some of the tension that's in your neck. And you know what? When you focus on your breathing, that actually helps you relax because you're inhaling and exhaling. So you're inhaling more oxygen when you're doing a deep breath. So when you're taking a deep breath, more oxygen goes through the body. And then when you're breathing out, you're exhaling the waste. So that it's like a body cleansing experience. And if you do a few of those, or when you do a few of those, that helps relaxes you more as well too. So
That's
I find
good.
that, yeah.
I always do like a little bit like a 2-minute relaxation with my clients at the end of their workout. And they're just like, oh, I feel so good. I'm like, okay, lay down, close your eyes, and slowly relax. And they always feel so good after their workout because they worked hard.
Yeah.
But also at the end, you know, you leave a little bit of time for relaxation where they could recuperate and relax.
Yeah.
And feel the benefits of their workout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's true though. And I find that what Blenda said before about, you know, the blue rays and the all that,
Blue light, yeah.
don't keep this close to you if you want to go to bed, because a lot of times if you want to stay awake at nighttime, you can be on your phone the whole night. That will keep you awake. So avoid the phone, because I noticed that people they think they might like, this is one of my bad habits before. In terms of using the phone, I think like, maybe I'll just check on TikTok for a little bit or on this just for a little bit. Next thing you know, an hour later, and I'm still up, right? So this was way before, or like watching those drama, right?
Yeah.
And you watch a few episodes. So
You don't even notice it because Netflix is so smart now.
Yeah.
They just auto play the next one for you. So you don't actually have to click on the next one. They just auto play.
Yeah.
Then you never know. You could watch like 3 episodes and it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
sucks your time, I find. Takes away all your time for sleep.
Yeah. And
don't binge.
I think, okay, there's this thing called like the circadian cycle or the rhythm, where, you know, our body know how to respond in terms of how the timing work with natural light, and also when you know it gets dark outside, right? It's definitely a challenge for a lot of people who are nighttime worker, right? Like let's say healthcare worker, right? Or like paramedics or firefighters, you know, or even policemen or women, right? It's challenging because they get their schedule all mixed up because of they're doing days and then they're doing nights. I mean, it would be great if we don't have to work nights. So before, I noticed that I used to work nights, and I decided that didn't really help me. So I switched to days and evening shifts, and I no longer work nights. And it definitely makes me a better person when I'm well rested, less irritable, and I don't have to work nights. So it works for my life. It's totally worth it.
Yeah.
Let's say you want to have better habits, right? And in you know, putting sleep as part of your routine or your program, that's going to help you with longevity, right? People actually, if they really want it, they will do it.
Yes.
Right? And they'll put the effort and time into it. And I notice a lot of people who are healthier, they actually sleep better. That's something I need to work on.
Yeah. I mean, I love to sleep, like we just talked about, and one poor night, like I said this in the past, one poor night of sleep will cause me to takes 3 days to recover. And it really does, because I find like your body's just recuperating and you're
Yeah.
always just trying to recover.
Yeah.
So, if I have one late night, the next 2 nights will be early nights. And it's like 9 o'clock, I'm in bed.
Blenda's really good with it, you know.
I'm a big sleeper. Like if I could, I'll go to sleep early every day. And
Yeah.
I love it. It makes me feel so good.
Yeah, no, it's true. Sleeping does help. You ever notice like when you don't sleep as well, or like I find that on days when I'm sleeping less, my irritability is I get easily irritated.
Much higher.
My stress tolerance is that I don't handle as much stress as well when I sleep less or when or the sleepless night. And also not only that, when it comes to decision making too, right? My decision making, because of my easily irritability and my inability to cope with or tolerate stress as much, it becomes lower and I get a little bit more emotional and it clouds my judgment. So, some of the things that, let's say I'm dealing with the patients or something like that, in my mind, I'm like, or in my heart, I'm thinking like, oh my God, I'm so easily irritated by that, right? But the thing is that if you have better sleep, or when I have better sleep, it definitely helps. And you put you on a better mood. And not only that, you're able to cope better, right? And I think sleeping is definitely something that's important. Yeah.
Always. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely sleeping is a lifestyle factor that's very important for all of us. Yeah.
Yeah. So how many hours do we need to?
I mean, depends on the person. I would say anywhere between 6 to 8.
Yeah.
If you're like a child, my kids sleep 12 hours every night. They need a lot more.
Yeah.
Babies sleep like 20 hours. Babies.
The newborns.
The newborns, but when they get bigger, I would love to sleep like a newborn. You know, when they say like sleep like a baby, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I slept like a baby. I'm like, no, babies don't sleep sometimes, right?
Yeah.
They get up at night and I'm like, oh.
Well, we get up for food.
Yeah, they're hungry at like newborn age, right? Newborn. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so I hope some of these tips help you. We will go into further in depth with, like how certain diets can affect, your sleep, your moods, and how to improve your health, right? This is just like a little layer of touching, just a brief intro to the program that Blenda and I are going to have. We'll be talking a lot about health, wellness, a lot of nutrition, and how fitness can be integrated into your daily lifestyle. That's going to help you for the better. And not only that, that's going to help you cope better, be able to regulate your emotion, your mental well-being when when you incorporate these tips into your lifestyle.